The Ministry of Investments, Trade and Industry has initiated sweeping reforms aimed at strengthening Kenya's national accreditation system through proposed legal and regulatory instruments. Director of Industries Stanley Koske Sawe says the changes would strengthen the legal and institutional framework for accreditation, clarify governance and operational processes, establish a transparent fee structure, and promote mutual recognition to ease cross-border market access.
The reform seeks to align Kenya's accreditation framework with international best practices, reduce technical trade barriers, and support the country's participation in regional and global trade arrangement, including the East African Community (EAC) and the African Continental Free Trade Area. Speaking during a public participation forum held at the Technical University of Mombasa, Director of Industries Stanley Sawe said the proposed reforms are designed to build a credible, transparent, and globally aligned accreditation system.
By aligning Kenya's accreditation system with internationally recognized standards and mutual recognition arrangements, its proposed framework will help ensure that test results, inspection reports, and certifications issued in Kenya are accepted across the region and beyond.
According to the Kenya Accreditation Service, Kenya's manager in charge of inspection and verification, Abraham Wekese, the general regulation introduced clearer operational procedures, including mechanism to ensure the competence of trainers and enhanced collaboration between Kenya's and sector regulators.
We produce from our accredited laboratories inspection bodies will enable us access markets out there. We are exporting a lot of products. We export tea here. We have inspection bodies at Mombasa, testing laboratories here in Mombasa, who test those products. So when the tea goes to, example, Pakistan, they will check the report that is accompanying the tea.
The reforms also introduce enforcement measures, including fines for non-compliance and a minimum levy to support implementation and long-term sustainability. Kenya's Manager for Legal Services and Cooperation, Secretary Walter Nyamwaya, said the amendments address gaps encountered since the enactment of the 2019 Act, particularly the lack of adequate sanctions for non-compliance by conformity assessment bodies.
Jurisdictions where we aim to be is that accreditation is mandatory through regulators in the space of health, safety and environment, which then we need to achieve. We cannot get to that level if we do not have a means to develop schemes and develop the competence of the accreditation body to accredit and assess and accredit in those schemes countrywide. So the fund or the levy is a fund that we prospect that will help us achieve that level of development.